Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am in a very different location because a very last minute trip home. So I am in Spokane, Washington for the time being. But I wanted to kind of have a video of the must-haves for travel. Now, I will be honest with you guys, I brought a lot more this time because I didn't know how long I was going to be here and I knew I wanted to film. So I brought more than what I would normally travel with if it was just a vacation. But I do want to kind of show you guys what I would normally travel with if it was a vacation. So first of all, I have a makeup bag that I use, and then I have a brush thing that my grandma made. So I'm going to show you the brush thing first because that's separate. So my grandma made me this wonderful carrier for my brushes. So this comes separate and it buckles up and it's wonderful, and it's Marilyn Monroe. It's beautiful. So my grandma's awesome. She made me that and I absolutely love it. She also made me, my mom made me one, and then she made me one of these little carrying cases. So that is where since I brought a lot more, a lot of it's gone in here. I also use them for colored pencils until I got way more than I needed. But this is just, it's wonderful. And I have one that my grandma made me and one that my mom made me. So that's what I kind of carried all of my stuff in. The extra stuff that I wouldn't normally be in my travel bag. So anything extra that I brought with me came in those. So normally when I travel, everything fits in like I said, the brushes, and then in this. Everything that I would ever want is in this, and it's super gross and messy, and I need to wash it. But I just got it at Ross. It came in a little pack, but everything fits kind of in here. And yes, it does kind of bulge when I'm done fitting it in there. But this is usually what I travel with. So I usually will bring something that I can get my full face and feel really comfortable with. So I usually bring 2 palettes. It just depends on what I want to do for eyeshadow. 9 times out of 10, I'm bringing this palette, the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas. But it's a staple palette. So you want to bring your staple palette. And I like this one because I have blue eyes, so the cranberries and the browns and the golds really go well. And this is one of the first palettes that I personally bought when I really got into makeup. So this is one that I bring with me always, and one that I've been bringing with me and I brought with me this time because it's got some fun colors, but then it also, I can just do some natural colors with it, natural looks with it. Is my Subculture palette. Now I know a lot of people don't like it, but I didn't want to leave without this color right here, just because it's something that I really get a lot of use out of. So those are the 2 like normal palettes that I brought. And then this time I just brought my Katja palettes, a bunch of browns. I know I have a lot of browns in here, but I'm home, so it's not crazy. But this has 3 colors in it, and I really want to get some more of these trios so I can have more fun and travel with these as well. So eyeshadows, those are probably the biggest things that I bring. But I love any of the Anastasias or anything that's this size is perfect. So I can't travel with my big James Charles palette very rarely. If I can find the mini, I may purchase that just so I have the mini so I can travel with it, but I don't have it, or else that's probably what I would travel with. So this is kind of the size that I would go with, and just so you guys can see like versus my head. So the Anastasia Beverly Hills sizes are great for traveling. So then I will, I always am going to have some sort of primer. And so just a small primer. I don't need a huge big primer. I wouldn't probably travel with my Laura Mercier because it's like this much longer. So the next one, so get a good primer that you just know is a go-to and get it done. Then I would 1 foundation, maybe 2, probably is what I would do. I would usually do a liquid concealer to do under eyes and highlighting and things like that. I don't typically travel with a cream contour. I am this time because I want to play with the technique a little bit. And today I did contour and highlight underneath my foundation, and I really like how it turned out. So I'll probably continue with that, but normally I don't bring that. Okay, so then once we kind of have the base down, I would bring an eyebrow pencil, usually. Eyeliners. I will always bring one for my waterline and then one for my actual lid liner. And I have two that I probably would bring, one or the other. And I've been playing with the NYX Epic Wear, and then of course the Ciate Fierce Flicks. So I would bring one of those if I was just traveling just for vacation, just one of them, so I'm not overly doing it. So and then a mascara, whichever one. I might also, you know, and I did bring my travel size of this mascara, so then I can just plop that in my purse. So that's, if I'm going to bring two, it's going to be a mini, so I can just plop it in my purse, and then this for when I'm actually doing makeup for the day. I forgot to mention, I would bring an eyeshadow primer. If I didn't have the eyeshadow primer, you're using your concealer for it. So one or the other. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay. And then, so now for like blush and everything like that, I would travel with one blush and probably my Hoola bronzer. But now that I've got this palette, the Beauty Crop, the Travel Tea palette, sorry, because it's got, and I totally depotted this because it was just getting out everywhere, but it's got a blush, it's got the bronzer that I can use for contouring and all that, and then it's got a bunch of highlighters. So I traveled with this time, and I didn't actually bring a different blush or a different bronzer other than my liquid bronzer to play with. This is what I'm using. So, but it's about the same size as I would having the big Hoola and a blush and a highlight. So this is something that I am going to be traveling with all the time. If I'm just going on vacation, this is where it's at. And then I'd bring a few, and then a setting powder. Whether it's, I brought two this time, so it would be either or if I was traveling. So this one's kind of a pressed powder, finishing powder, or like a loose powder. One or the other. Today I use this one, but it'd be one or the other. And then I'd usually bring a couple of lip colors, probably 3. So a better than your lip color, but better. A bright red, and then a kind of a darker maroonish color. So usually those are what I would do. And then a lip liner. I can't currently find my lip liner that is just a clear lip liner. I love it. I just can't find it, so I'm going to go get another one, but it would just be a lip liner that would fit. But I want for purposes of like showing you what fits in the bag, I wanted to put that lip liner in there, a sharpener, and then at least 1, if not 2 beauty blenders. So okay, I'm gonna kind of try and show you guys what this looks like, but I mean that all kind of fits in here, and then I would just zip that up, and it all just fits. So I'd bring this, and I would bring this, and that's what I would bring on vacation. Pretty easy, pretty simple, but it's not my complete arsenal. If you've seen my actual makeup vanity at my house, that is not even close to what I have. I did bring, like I said, a lot more, but just really just these 2 things full of stuff. So it wasn't like I went completely overboard and brought my entire arsenal, but I really went with things that were I could use for several different looks. And then I brought lashes so I could play with lashes a little bit more. So, but this is probably going to be my setup for a while. I might be in my mom's sewing room for a little while because she's got really good lighting in there, and maybe do some filming while she's doing some sewing and some projects. I don't know. I'm excited to be home. There's little puppies running around, so I'll probably post some stuff on my personal Instagram, which is Sarah4CWU, and then probably on my TikTok with some videos of them, which is 30s Makeup by Sarah as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions on kind of the staples of what I use or anything like that, please comment below. I'm excited to be home, like I said, but I will be definitely uploading as much as I can. Like I said, we are back to a schedule, which is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and then if I have inspiration or something, Friday as well. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.